For more than a decade, Deborah Tice has refused to give up on finding her son, Austin, a journalist kidnapped in Syria back in 2012. Austin, who was reporting on the civil war, was abducted near Damascus at the age of 31. His disappearance has been one of the most heartbreaking and perplexing mysteries for both his family and the world. Now, Deborah has returned to Syria after a long absence, reigniting the search for him following the fall of the Assad regime. Austin's last known video, released shortly after his capture, showed him blindfolded and in apparent distress, yet no one has ever claimed responsibility for his abduction. Many have speculated that he was taken by Syrian government forces, and U.S. officials have long believed that he's been held captive by them. However, the video raised questions, especially since the men escorting him seemed to be dressed in Afghan clothing, hinting that the capture might have been staged to suggest a different group was behind it. Deborah's return to Syria, which took place shortly after the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime, has renewed hope for those still searching for answers about Austin's fate. With a shift in power, she is once again determined to find out what happened to her son. In the days following the regime's collapse, Deborah met with Syria's de facto leader, Ahmed al-Sharaa, and discussed Austin's case, while hoping that changes in the country could bring new information. She also met with humanitarian groups, including Hostage Aid Worldwide, that is, AU, which has been leading efforts to track down the whereabouts of prisoners and missing persons like Austin. The investigation has revealed a potential lead: the possibility that Austin may be held in a hidden safe house controlled by a high-ranking official as a political bargaining chip. HAW, led by former hostage Nizar Zaka, has been tirelessly searching former government facilities, looking for any documents that could lead them to Austin. While no concrete evidence has been found, the search continues with renewed determination. Deborah remains convinced that her son is alive and holds on to hope, despite the overwhelming challenges. During a recent press conference in Damascus, she expressed a mix of optimism and anguish, stating that even after years of waiting, she believes her son will eventually be freed. "I know you're not giving up, and neither am I," she said, addressing Austin as though he could hear her. The search for Austin is part of a broader issue in Syria, where over 100,000 people have disappeared into the regime's prisons, with no word on their whereabouts. For families like the Tices, the struggle to uncover the truth remains an agonizing reality. With the country still reeling from the effects of war, and much of the evidence potentially destroyed or hidden, the hope for closure rests on efforts to piece together lost fragments of information. For Deborah, every clue, no matter how small, brings a glimmer of hope, and she continues her relentless fight, determined to bring her son home. Stay subscribed for more videos.